way, it's Joey, and today we're going to be watching The Bad Batch, Season 1, Episode 9, Bounty Lost, which I'm hoping means that Cad Bane is going to lose his bounty because they're going to rescue Echo, my god, that's not Omega, they're both letters of the phonetic alphabet. Forgive me. Omega in the opening sequence of the show, and everything will be wonderful again, because it was a very horrible ending last time. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and let's go!
No chance of finding them if Crosshair shoots us down.
Fuck. It's true, the best option right now is to leave, but how on earth do we track her down? The only way I can think of to track her down is to logically work out who did the bounty, and then try and intercept. Just keep your wits about you, sweetie. I love most droids. This one is annoying. He's a scary man, but you can survive this and escape.
You'll be sorry when my friends come for me.
Just stay patient, assess your surroundings.
Your personal interest in the young clone has threatened our operation enough. Tanway, you will go to our...
She gave Omega the headpiece, didn't she?
Once you have retrieved the genetic material needed, terminate her.
I thought he was going to say that. I was hopeful that they would keep her around. And maybe they'll need some more genetic material in the future. Can Star Wars stop having people trying to hunt down my children? Because Omega's also my child now. For their genetic material.
He was protecting me. That's what friends do.
Unlike yours.
I further analyzed Omega's genetic profile and discovered she has pure first-generation DNA. Whoa. Omega is a pure genetic replication. How many clones like that exist? To my knowledge, there's only one other.
Whoa.
Since he disappeared at the start of the war...
So she's, even though she's a different gender, she's not enhanced, she's just...
That makes Omega...
No, not that way. Look, you need to rewire the servos. Will you just let me help you?
You are a prisoner.
Exactly. I'm only a kid.
Yeah, guess then.
Right, but make it quick.
How long have you been working for him?
Many years. I am his trusted confidant.
Would you like to join us instead?
I've done this before.
Ooh.
Oh my, yes, that's
She really helped him.
Feels brand new.
Yep, she helped him first.
Sorry.
That's our
It's
goal.
only temporary.
You should have helped your droid. A simple act of kindness would have saved you all this trouble. She's off the ship.
Hello?
How long range does it go? There's our girl.
Omega! Omega, are you there? Omega! It's long range.
That's our girl.
Anyone there?
Chaos.
Hunter? I'm here. It worked. Now what should I do?
But Cad Bane's coming.
By hook or by crook.
Still can't get a good read.
Oh.
Does feel brand new.
Yeah, maybe you should reevaluate your loyalties.
An unidentified.
Who is this? Because it's not...
You'd be sorry when my
They
friends
aren't
showed
here
up.
yet. Fuck.
Torn way?
He's right.
Oh my god. The bounty, she wants it.
Shand.
Oh.
I have the case.
Oh. That droid is far too loyal for his own good. The money's gone, the credits are gone. You know they want her alive, all these errant blaster shots. She is very good at this. Ruthlessly efficient, you could say. Sweetie, you need to keep moving. That's our girl. She knows their frequency. They're coming for their girl.
The only person you can rely on is yourself.
And she's doing a really good job of that.
You should thank me. What their prime minister has planned for you is far
Ooh,
worse than
so
what
she's working for the one that likes her.
Omega, I'm trying to help you.
You also killed random
You said the
civilians.
same thing on Pantora.
You are coming with.
Thing is, Fennec probably believes that. I mean, if she didn't kill the random civilian dude, like riding, just chucking him off into the ether, I'd like her more. But I guess she is technically was hired by the headpiece lady who cares about Omega and wouldn't want to kill her, just would want to use her code and then keep her. But even so, you're still like murdering people and taking her away from where she wants to be. But I suppose she thinks she has a code that does involve killing civilians. Omega is relying on herself. Yes, she needs her people, her brothers, her father to come. But she's relying on herself too.
Playtime's over, little lady.
Brave girl. Oh my god, Omega. You two just keep each other busy. She is so resourceful.
You'll be sorry for me.
Good girl. Fuck. At least, you know, they both need to get back to their ships to try and catch Omega. They can't keep fighting each other. Or they can. Damn it. I mean, obviously, you didn't die there. Sweetie. Time for her family to arrive. Home, right?
Omega!
Oh. They came for you as quick as they could.
Kid.
She's home. I'm so glad they got her back already. Oh. You were so scared, but you stayed so brave the whole time.
Are you hurt?
As long as she is not in the hands of Lamassu, she is safe. I will
Ooh.
transfer your payment.
I wondered if she was gonna have that opinion. Because she actually cares about Omega. You're home, sweetie. And you did so well. They wouldn't have been able to find you without your help.
Seeing that place,
I know.
I don't want to end up an experiment in a tube.
You have us.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fight them all.
You fought your own way and we helped, okay? Together we can do this. Oh.
Omega, you are never going back to Kamino.
Promise?
I feel like now we are inevitably going to have to go back to Contino for some reason. But it's not going to be for the reason you're worried about. Oh, I love them so much. Sometimes I think the Star Wars people have just been like, you know what really gets to Joy? Found families, platonic relationships, people looking after like kids, and we're just gonna just like give them a lot. You know, Grogu is the prime example of all. Nothing will ever be more perfect and beautiful than Grogu and Mando, but like Omega did a pretty good job of it. Similar plotline in terms of why they want her. Everything else is very different. Okay, this episode was fantastic. I love the idea that initially I was kind of just going with it, that Fennec was there trying to be like, I want the bounty, not you. And the fact that she'd killed the person, I suppose she could have tried to claim it was Bane that had done it and then, you know, I want more money or whatever. But I love the idea that it's the one Kaminoan who cares about Omega who actually was originally the one that sent the bounty hunter after her. And when she realised that the Prime Minister's plans were so sinister, she cares about Omega more than anything else. That is like one plus point in that one, there is one Kaminoan who will give like a C grade. They're all right. Yes, they're slave producers and they were cool with that, but they care about Omega, so you can have a C. It's very interesting that the difference of opinions and everything, and the fact that even within the Kaminoans, they know she is that loose link. They know that she would protect Omega over what they're doing, and so that's why he sent the other person to go and be the in-between middleman. So that's fascinating, and I loved. It was fun watching Fennec and Cad Bane face off with each other, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, just keep distracting each other. Let Omega escape. I also really liked that Omega wasn't just a helpless damsel in distress. Now, nothing about the Omega we have met and grown to love already over 9 episodes makes you think she will become a damsel in distress, but she's still a child who had been like kidnapped. She watched her father figure get shot in the chest. Like, she had no way of knowing for sure that he was okay. And then turning up on that ship with Cad Bane, who's a very scary character, I would not have faulted her if she had just got very scared and given up. It wouldn't have been Omega, but I still, if Omega had just had a moment where she just, I can't deal with this, everything is too much, I'm freaking out, I'm just too much, that would have been fine. I would have been like, it's okay, you're a child, it's fine. Even if she wasn't a child, it would have been fine. The fact that she was able to use, like, kind of, to manipulate the droid, which I'm just a child who can help you. What makes me love her even more is the fact that she genuinely did help the droid first, because she probably could have found a way, especially she could have left his leg on wonky and then knocked him out, but she actually did the repair. She helped him, she healed him, and then she knocked him out, because she is a good, kind person. Then everything that she did, from getting off the ship to getting her comm, contacting them, figuring out a way to send a signal to them, then managing to get away, managing to knock Fennec down. She was resourceful, and yes, she kind of nearly died if that ship had crashed, but she kept herself alive. She got herself out of there. At the end of the day, they would not have been able to track her down the way they did without her own help. Without Omega, if she had just frozen and been scared, which again, she's a child, it's valid if that had happened, they would have had to go to the clone facility. They would have had to go back to Camino and try and break her out, which would have been a much harder job than just picking her up from her little pod. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get a droid committing mutiny on Cad Bane and joining us. The droid wasn't around in Boba Fett, so like maybe there's hope for the droid. I can't hate a droid, I'm sorry. But I love that Omega was standing up for herself, fighting for herself. I mean, it's not a surprise to me that she did, but it's also refreshing. And it kind of makes Fennec's whole thing of, they're not going to get her in time, the only person you can count on is yourself. That's literally what she's doing right now. From the moment she was captured, she's been counting on herself, but she also knows how to count on other people. And you're going to learn that lesson one day, Fennec. A lot of civilian murdering first. I love how desperately they wanted to find her, and Wrecker being like, great, let's find her. Yeah, we don't actually know where she is yet, but that's her voice, we're going. And Hunter, how much he loves her, just how the first time she let any kind of crying or any of that fear and terror that she was really feeling, the first time she let herself feel it was when she was safe, when she was surrounded by these people that she loves and that she knows will protect her. That was the first time she looked like a little kid who had just been through a terrible traumatic ordeal, and I love her so much, and I love their relationships. I'm just so happy that she's back with them. So this was a fantastic episode. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and thank you so much for watching.